He's a phantom.
What is poppin', fellow neckbeards? In today's video, I just want to talk about a move called Scald. And not because it's a bullshit move, that'll probably require a whole set of new videos on their own, maybe a series. But, today I just want to focus on the burn aspect of Scald. Now, everyone knows that Scald has a 30% chance of causing burn. However, is it actually 30%? Now, in order for us to understand what the actual chances of getting the burn from Scald really are, we have to talk a little bit about binomial distributions. A good way of explaining binomial distributions is through an example. So a good example would be, suppose we toss a coin 3 times.
1, 2, 3.
This binomial experiment, in where we flip 3 coins, will have 4 possible outcomes. We can get 0 heads, 1 head, 2 heads, or 3 heads. Now, the probabilities associated with each of those possible outcomes are an example of that binomial distribution. Now, the same principle also applies to the move Scald. For example, if we use the move Scald 3 times, what are my odds of burning the enemy 3 out of 3 times? Well, we can easily find that out on this binomial calculator right here that I'll post in the description. For the probability of success on a single trial, it is 0.3, since Scald has a 30% chance of causing burn in a single trial, so we would put down 0.3. On the number of trials, we would put down 3, since we want to find out what my chances are of causing the burn if I use the move Scald 3 times. Now, on the number of successes, we want to put down the number of burns that we got in those 3 trials. So let's quickly calculate it and find out what we got. So by the looks of it, the chances of getting exactly 3 burns out of 3 Scalds is 0.027, meaning that it's 2.7%. Now, let's suppose we use Scald 10 times and we burn the enemy 3 times. What are the chances that I burn my enemy 3 times, or maybe burn him more than 3 times out of those 10 trials? So let's just put that in real quick, 0.3, 10, 3, calculate, and there you have it. Our chances of burning our enemy exactly 3 times is 26.68%. However, the chances of me burning the enemy at least 3 times, meaning that I can burn him 3 times or more, is a whopping 61.72%. And my chances of burning the enemy more than those 3 times is 35%, which isn't 30% either. So in conclusion, if you really think that Scald burns you 30% of the time, think again.